Why can't tennis coaches let go of technique? It's a question I've been asking myself quite a lot recently. A lot of tennis coaches always tell me that they like the ecological dynamics approach, they like constraint-led coaching, but they're just really reluctant to let go of technique. And I think it's, again, my hypothesis here, it's all they know. And it will go back to either how they were coached or the coaches around them coach. A huge emphasis on technique. And I think it'll, for a lot of coaches, it's their cash cow. Again, you only have to scroll through Instagram to see technical experts, error detection experts, video analysis experts, serving expert. Again, it's a good sell for players and parents because, again, the misconception of tennis is it's a very technical game, and to play tennis well you need good technique or good form. So it's a great selling point for coaches, but it's pretty superficial because it's the probably the easiest thing to see. It's the easiest thing to get a quick fix in as well. So I can isolate a skill, I can isolate a activity, and I can show you before and after, and I can make it look really good really quick. The problem is, again, if you follow this channel, we know that it doesn't transfer into the game, into an open situation. And it's easy for the coach to shout out technical phrases to sound really clever and sound like they've got lots of knowledge and they're experts. But the truth of the matter is, it's superficial. The error is not probably how they move, it's what's influenced them to move that way. Whether it be their perception, whether it be their emotional state. Again, we move differently based on our emotions. I will move differently if I'm confident compared to if I'm nervous. Also, my perception skills, my ability to read or scan the environment to pick up information and then use that information to make decisions, that's going to impact how I move as well. So again, a lot of tennis coaches don't understand that. They're not aware of that. And again, this whole thing of technique, and one of the most common questions I get on coach education courses is, when are we going to learn how to hit proper shots? I'm like, well, it's so subjective and it's all contextualized. So you can't, there's no such thing as a perfect forehand. There's no such thing as a forehand. And I think a lot of tennis coaches are scared to let go of that. Because again, there's an expectation, there's a peer pressure. Parents have an expectation of what a tennis coach is. A tennis coach is an expert and they're going to fix that technique, they're going to fix that form and therefore make you play better. And coaches are reluctant to give that up. And I think part of it is that they're scared of losing money. Because if players can work things out for themselves and the coach is a little bit more hands off, a bit like the ecological dynamics approach, then they're scared of, okay, why am I there? Why is the coach justified? And a coach once in a workshop with me said, well, there's no point in the coach being there because you're telling me that the player can work it out themselves. They don't really need the coach to have an input, and the coach isn't going to talk that much, and I'm not going to tell them how to do it. What's the point in having the coach there? Again, that's again a misconception of what tennis coaching is. Tennis coaching is build a connection with players. Tennis coaching is understanding the individualized and the uniqueness of each player and helping the player find their own movement solutions. Tennis coaching isn't a copy and paste exercise. And again, coaches who are technical have this understanding of, okay, well, I just teach what the forehand is. I teach the C shape and the follow through, and that's what a forehand is. And we know, look at Medvedev, like, no one's teaching him that. He's found that way himself. He's quite successful, world number one, Grand Slam finalist. So that's why tennis coaches are obsessed with technique. They believe that's what tennis coaching is, either based on how they were coached or what's around them. It's all they know, and it's really easy. It's really easy just to shout random technical stuff out. It's a bit more complex when you're trying to work out why the player's making the error, and you're trying to unpack the psychology around it. Anyway, I hope you're enjoying these videos. As always, check out mytenniscoaching.com, check out My Tennis Coach Academy, and until tomorrow's video, I'll see you soon.